Kisha ushinde. Open and save in your KCB Gold Savings Account for a chance to win many prizes. KCB, for people, for better.
Kamangunenyu ale imite komye eng olda tugul ole imitei agwatochin eng logoiwekab emet kong'ete Kasa TV ne somanun kwane Bernard Tanui kimite ak Naomi Cherotich eng kebeberta nebo kabarunoik ara itagat. Kagomwa kibengeitab lewenisiet ak kiwatoshek nebo Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC kole maimukakse kisuldae tetutiet nebo chekelet ak pcheetab kiwatoshek ne naat mising ko boundary review amait lewenisiet nebo 2027 kou ole iarorundoi katiba nebo Kenya. Kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek eng ofisit neo nebo IEBC eng Nairobi komwa nebo ng'echeret eng kibengeinoto bo IEBC Erastus Ethekon kole chang konogutik cheyoe komat kosulda tetutionoto ak kounoto komakimuchi kisuldae amait betutab lewenisiet. Kokinyoru report notok eng koindo kobun sirindenyo eng county nebo Nairobi Samson Kurgat.
Kamwa Ethekon kole kasarta nenwach nekokong'et amait lewenisiet. Kapkirwok nekiwirta kaitoshekab biik eng komaswek alak ak chopchinetabkei nebo lewenisiet nebo 2027 ko alak eng tuguk cheinochi maisulda eng kasarta neyamat.
That the commission is mandated to undertake these periodic reviews and delimitation of electoral boundaries in order to align population and, of course, the principles of representation in a democracy such as ours. So there are active cases that have affected the validity of the census data for 14 out of 17 constituencies in the 3 counties of Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera. And therefore, this rendered the affected census data unusable for official purposes by government agencies such as IEBC. We can therefore not use that data for the discharge of our mandate.
Mwae ng'atutietab emoni kole nyolu kisuldae pcheetab kiwatoshek kila kokebata kenyisiek 8 agoi kenyisiek 12.
We have already exceeded the constitutional timelines, which requires us to undertake the boundary delimitation between 8 to 12 years. So the last review was to be completed by March 2024. And those timelines have since passed.
Kasarta negoi nekimakomite commissioners ak kesishek chechang chekikirwokyi IEBC chekikoyai noto matestai boisionikwak eng chokchinet.
The absence of commissioners, the secretariat alone had to pause some of those activities that required policy decisions and oversight by commissioners. We are also managing continuous voter registration. We are also dealing with institutional reforms. There are a number of laws which we are currently working on to be presented to Parliament. We are also dealing with the challenges around voter education and stakeholder engagement as we prepare for the 2027 general elections.
Nganda unako kokotil kibagengeitab IEBC kosuldae boisionikwak eng kebeberwek chemengechen agoi kowang tugul kou ole iarorundoi nebo ng'echeret eng IEBC.
We have made a decision to undertake phased activities and limited activities towards the boundary delimitation without compromising our levels of preparedness for the 2027 general election. It takes 2 years for us to complete that comprehensive delimitation exercise. And of course, we are aware of the limitations placed by the Constitution as well, under Article 89.4, that requires that a boundary review that is intended to be applied in the general election, for example, the 2027 general election, must be completed at least 12 months before that election. So we have challenges in terms of meeting those constitutional timelines, and I've explained the factors that led to that.
Aribotenchini kas logoiwekab emet eng county nebo Nairobi, kainenyu ko Samson Kurgat.
Ketesetai ko eng kasarta netetat kondochi kebeberta nebo kapkirwok anan judiciary konetisiet eng biikab emet akobo boisionikab kapkirwok eng betutab komut kasi wikini ko kasom kirwogindet netelelchin kapkirwok nebo Bomet anan Senior Resident Magistrate Justice Stephen Onjoro meng'ikab Bomet komongei eng betunoto bo Judiciary Dialogue Day asikonyor konetisiet akobo ortinwek chenyolu kisub eng kasarta nekicheng'e imanda eng kapkirwok. Kamwa Justice Onjoro kole nyoru boroindo eng betunoto biikab emet koteb tebutik asikonai ole kichengdoi imanda eng kapkirwok amu chang biik chematindoi naet akobo nyorunetab imanda koboto boisionik choto chebo kapkirwok. Kokinyoru report notok kobun sirindenyo eng kebeberta nebo Bomet Festus Rono.
En tokyin nebo kikimit kasuldaetab imanda missing en kapkirwok kotetat kong'ololchi kapkirwok chebo emoni biikab emet en betutab kapkirwok nenaat ko Judiciary Dialogue Day netetat keyai en kasitab mut en kapkirwok tugul chebo emoni asikonai akobo arorutik chekisubi en kasarta necheng'e imanda biikab emet.
As you may be aware, on Friday, the 30th of January, we are having what is known as a Judiciary Dialogue Day. This is an event that is being marked across the country, and Bomet Law Courts, being one of the courts in the Republic of Kenya, is one of the courts that we are going to mark that day. So it is called a Judiciary Dialogue Day. It is a recent phenomenon, but we are keen in ensuring that it runs year after year. Now, the theme for this year at Bomet Local, the theme for this year through the Republic is known as engaging citizens and strengthening justice. So it is in two parts: engaging citizens and strengthening justice. So we want to welcome the public on the Friday the 30th to come to Bomet Law Courts. We want to step out of the bench and out of the registries to engage directly with the public and inform them of the court processes.
Kosubkei ak Honorable Stephen Onjoro ne ine ko Senior Resident Magistrate en kapkirwok nebo Bomet, ko tetutiet noton kowendi kokonoptoi kasuldaetab tiletab kirwogutik ak konyorchi age tugul imanda.
Now, justice to the citizens looks like a distant concept, but now we want to open doors to the public to come, to learn from court, to know the processes of court. How do I file a case? Why has my case taken long? What should I do to ensure that I move my case to the next step? What happens at the registries? Who are the people who run the registries? Who are the people who run the courts? What should I do to ensure that I get justice from court? What are the different ways in which I can get justice from court? Because the court is not about only deciding cases. We have alternative justice systems that the public can explore.
Kamwa Honorable Onjoro kole tokyin nebo kapkirwok ko kokochi anan konyorchi age tugul imanda ak nyolu kotinye naet age tugul necheng'e imanda akobo boisionikab kapkirwok.
For them to come to court on that day, they'll know how much a court costs, how much is it to file your case, which division should I file my case, because we have different divisions in court. We have the criminal department, we have the civil department, and civil department is divided into various sectors. So those are the issues that we want to invite the public to come and to learn on that day. And it is about us knowing how to serve you better. It is not a day for us to lecture the public on what to do. It is for them to come and engage us and tell us how efficient we can be. Are we efficient? Do our processes run as they should?
Karop eun ng'alalanoton Resident Magistrate Lynn Mbetiny Michuki nekamwa akine kole county nebo Bomet komiten barak kirwogutik chebo kondietab mbarenik anyolu en meng'ikab Bomet koitita kapkirwok asikomuch konyor konetisiet akobo kasuldaetab kirwogutik cheu choton.
Kwa hiyo siku tuko na session ambayo tutaongea mambo ya mashamba Mnavyojua mtu akiaga dunia, familia wanapigania nani anafaa kuwa na hiyo shamba. Tutamweleza vile mnafaa kufuatilia, vile chief anaweza saidia kufuatilia, na vile mtaendelea na process zote za koti, ndio muhakikishe ya kwamba umepata confirmation of grant of letters of administration na shamba mugawanye vile nafaa kulingana na katiba ya Kenya. Na mara mingi tunaona tuseme kama wasichana wamama wanaambiwa wasifuatilie shamba kwa sababu wameoa kwingine au ni wasichana, lakini katiba inasema wanafaa kupata. Kwa hivyo njoni ndio tuweze kuelewana kama watu kama wa Kenya ni namna gani tunaweza jisaidia sisi wenyewe kulingana na vile katiba yetu inasema. Na pia tutaongea maslahi ya watoto, vile mnaweza peana kesi za watoto, tuseme kama mtoto hashughulikiwi vile anafaa na ama kama mtoto amedhulumiwa.
Kongeten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo KAS, kainenyu ko Festus Rono.
Eng kasarata kotete kapkirwok nebo Iten kokoito konetisiet eng biikab emet kotinygei ak boisionikab kapkirwok eng kakesunetabgei nebo wikini yoto ko betutab komut kasi asikonyor kakuyet neyamat kotinygei ak boisionik choto bo kapkirwok kosub ak kirwokindet neo nebo kapkirwok noto bo Iten anan senior principal magistrate Gladys Odhiambo. Kochang biik chematindoi naet akobo kole kichengdoi imanda kobun kapkirwok ak kounoto konyoru boroindo biikab emet nebo koteb tebutik akobo boisionikab kapkirwok asi kocheng imanda eng oret nenyumnyum kobun kapkirwok kou eng report nekinyoru kobun sirindenyo eng taonitab Iten Andrew Kimeto.
Chechang eng mengikab county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet komaikuitos akobo tetutik cheikoitoi kapkirwok nebo taonitab Iten eng kasarta nemakchinigei imanda. Ne noto kotetei kapkirwok noto bo Iten Law Court kokochi boroindo mengichoto eng let nebo wikini konyor naet akoteb tebutik kotinygei ak tetutik choto bo chengetab imanda.
Chanzo kubwa cha kuwa na huu mjadala katika hii koti ya Iten na kote nchini ni kujadiliana na raia na wale ambao wanatumia huduma zetu kuhusu vile ambavyo tunafanya kazi, ili watu waweze kuelewa ni vipi koti inafanya kazi, na ikiwa wana changamoto yoyote kuhusu yale ambayo wanakuja kufanya hapa kotini, hiyo ni siku bora ambayo tutapatana na tutaongea na tutajua ni vipi tutawasaidia vyema na ni vipi tunaweza rekebisha vile tunavyofanya kazi. Siku hiyo tunatarajia washikadau wote katika sekta ya kupeana haki watakuwa mahali pale, na ikiwa kuna raia ambao watahitaji kuuliza maswali ama kuelezewa zaidi kinagaubaga vile ambavyo washikadau katika sekta ya haki wanafanya kazi, watapata njia nzuri na wakati mwafaka wa kujadiliana na wao.
Mitei kora kaimutiet nebo kachutetab kei nebo kirwoket ole kamwa kirwokindet noto bo kapkirwok eng taon noto bo Iten kole kikotoi tetutikab kirwok noto kong'ete kenyit nekosirtoi nebo kechuchuchang'indab kesisiek cheichutikei ako kokotok logoekab noto.
Yale ambayo kama koti tumeweza kufanya kwa mwaka uliopita hadi mwaka huu ni kwamba tumefanya jitihada ili kupunguza kesi ambazo tuko nazo, na hii tumefanya kwa kuwa na uwezo wa kuongea na wale washikadau katika sekta ya kupeana haki, kwa mfano polisi, probation office, ofisi ya watoto, ofisi ya DPP. Na kwa hivyo kumekuwa na uwezo wa mashahidi kuja kotini kwa wakati unaofaa, na pia exhibit kuletwa kotini na faili za polisi kuletwa kotini.
Akot kunoto komitei kaimutiet neo nebo nametab asoya eng chengetab imanda nekamwa kirwokindet noto kole tieme kapkirwok noto kokirinda ako kasom chi age tugul nemakiyochi imanda kotinygei ak yautik choto bo nametab asoya komonge eng betunoto bo komut kasi asikekasyi rirekchi.
Kwa hii kupigana na ufisadi tumejihusisha na washikadau wote katika sekta ya kutenda haki, washikadau wakiwa ni polisi, afisi ya probation, children officers, washikadau wakiwa pia ni local administration na watu kutoka kwa sekta ya mashamba. Na katika hii stakeholder engagement tunaelezana vizuri ni vipi tunafaa kufanya kazi, na washikadau katika hii sekta ya kutenda haki kwa hili eneo la Iten tumeshirikiana na tumeelezana ya kwamba tutajaribu tuwezavyo ili tupeane huduma na tupunguze ufisadi kabisa. Na pia tumeweka rekodi za kuonyesha kwamba hapa hakuna ufisadi, no corruption zone, na tuko tayari kupokea maoni ya wananchi ikiwa kuna jambo lolote tunaweza fanya ili tuwahudumie vyema.
Kongete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kotakemite eng logoiwek choto tinyegei ak kapkirwok ko katestai kasetab kirwoget netinye ak baretab kanyoindet agenge nekikibar eng kebeberta nebo Kimumu eng Eldoret. Ole kangat kapkirwok nebo Eldoret kotestai kong'et eng remand bichoto somoku chekirwokyin akobo lelutyonotok eng kasarta nekikeni tilet kotinygei ak sometab bichoto nebo kityakta eng bond eng kasarta netesetai kirwoget. Kokomite kapkirwok noto bo Eldoret sirindenyo Timothy Kiplimo nekaibwech report neisubi.
Kaketet kapkirwok nebo Eldoret murenik choto somok kibwotyin kole tinyegei ak baretab kanyoindet nebo sipitalitab Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital Eldoret. Ko murenik choto boto Titus Njoroge, Patrick Mwangi ak Jeremiah Njuguna kobendi kong'etu kokerotin eng remand nebo keteshetab police nebo Central kosubkei ak lelutik chekimwoitoen ichek kole kisuldaen county nebo Uasin Gishu ak county nebo Trans Nzoia.
Upande wa mashtaka wanakataa ama wanapinga yenye kupatiwa bond na file application kwa ile kusema mshtakiwa wa kwanza Titus, ungependa kupewa muda kusoma hiyo application ama kwa ile kusema? So 2nd of February hearing on bond terms. Nimesema kwa kuna ruhusa ya kujibu hiyo application ya upande wa mashtaka, na pia you can file submission kama unataka. Hearing itakuwa tarehe 2 mwezi wa pili. Yes.
Kakimwochi kapkirwok kole kisuldae murenik choto chorset eng tarikishek cheterter eng kenyit nekosirtoi ak eng taunitab kei nebo kenyini eng county nebo Uasin Gishu ak nebo Trans Nzoia. Ole kokinyorta murenik choto karik cheterter cheboto bundukitab AK-47, rungushek ak rotoshekab chok chemwaat kele kicham koboishe eng kasuldaetab lelutik choto. Kwen kembout nebo tarik 6 nebo arawani kokibokchi ichek kaitab Richard Rotich kotomo kochore ine simoitab eut akobar ine akochor kora tuguk cheterter kobun kwondab murenonoto koboto netupcho. Kimwaitoi murenik choto kora lelutik chesire 20 chebo chorset kiboishe kimnatet koboto yautik chebo nyerset nekakimwochi kapkirwok kole kisuldae ichek kasarta nekiyoe chorset. Eng tai nebo senior principal magistrate eng kapkirwok nebo Eldoret Odhiambo Ng'weno kokang'at kirwokindet kong'et murenik choto somok eng remand akoi tarik 2 nebo arawetab 2 eng kenyini ole tetat kekas angot kityoktoi murenik choto eng bond kowen someng'wai akot eng kasarta netesetai chikilishet akobo lelutik chekikosuldae ichek. Kong'et eng kanaset nebo Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV. Kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Yekistoegei logoiwek choto tinyegei ak kapkirwok kongeker logoiwek alak ole kaindochi County Assembly nebo Bomet chikilishet nenaat kou vetting eng biik chekilewen gavana nebo Bomet Professor Hilary Barchok konom boroinwek cheterter eng serikalitab county nebo Bomet. Alak eng biik chekakiyochi chikilishonoto bo vetting koboto Cecilia Mutai nekokilewen koek CEC nebo gender ak Patrick Maritim nekokilewen koek CEC nebo beek. Ole tokchinigei chikilishonoto kenai angot konyolu kikoch icheket boroinwek choto kokamite County Assembly nebo Bomet sirindenyo Festus Rono nekaibwech report neisubi.
Patrick Maritim kwagenge en ofisaek chekikoito gavana nebo Bomet Professor Hilary Barchok kainenyin koik minister anan CEC nebo Water and Sanitation en county nebo Bomet ole kaitita taitab committee nebo appointment asiketepsen ak kechikil angot kotinye makutik chemokotin asikonyor boroinotok bo kandoinatet.
It is true, Bomet has quite a number of rivers being close to the Mau water tower. Yet we have issues of water. If approved by this honorable house, I'll work together with the Pomwasco so that we see where the challenges are. Like in the surrounding rivers or the sources which are there.
Cecilia Mutayagine ko koikochi Barchok boroindo nebo konom department nebo gender and social services ak ka agenge en chekaitita committee inoton for appointments.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The best thing is to map out and then sit with the stakeholders and redesign the infrastructure to suit the persons with disability. Those toilets, it's doable. It's about allocating resources, financial resources, and looking at the entire infrastructure and redesign it to suit them.
Alage en ofisaek chekachikil committee nebo Labour and Public Service ko Stanley Maritim nemoche kotononchi Bomet County Public Service Board en kwenutab kandoik alak chekakichikil.
What leadership experience do you have in managing teams, institutions, or complex organizational structures?
Thank you, Chair and members. My leadership skills is professionalism, integrity, good governance, and these are the aspects which are normally considered in Article 10 and Article 232. Those are the tenets of management. So I consider it also very important for me so that as we run this organization or this institution, we are able to achieve our objectives.
Thank you, nominee. How have you handled ethical dilemmas or conflicts of interest in your professional career? Proceed.
Conflict of interest is an aspect in management where if you are conflicted of any activity that is going on, say recruitment or even tendering or any aspect that can conflict your interest, what you do is to step aside, delegate the duty that you are doing, step aside, allow due process of the activity to continue so that you don't influence.
Kongeten county nebo Bomet logoiwekab emet chebo CAS kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Kongete county nebo Bomet kebendi akoi county netetegei noton nebo Kericho ole eng kasarta netetat keyai igorta nebo graduation neiyumi kipsomaninik chebo sugulishek tugul chebo TVET eng county nebo Kericho eng betutab komut kasi wikini ko tesetai serikalitab county nebo Kericho ak kanaptaetab sugulishek choto asikomuch kokoito somanet neititaat eng neranikab county noto bo Kericho ak sang nebo county noto kosubkei ak CEC nebo somanet eng serikalitab county nebo Kericho Judy Chirchir ko tesetai konyoru chamet sugulishekab TVET kubun neranik ole tetat kimong kipsomaninik chesire 1,100 chekokotar somanet eng graduation inoto ole tesetai kanaptaetab sugulishek choto asikoityi magutikab kipsomaninik koboto somanet ko kinyoru ng'alaletab sirindenyo Robert Siele ak CEC notok kotinygei ak ole uu somanetab TVET eng county nebo Kericho ak panganutik chetesetai kosuldae serikalitab Kericho asikwo barak somanetab TVET eng county noto.
Arorwech akobo tetutik chetesetai en nguni mising ko chopchinetabgei nebo graduation nebo kasitab mut.
Kongoi mising. ko ye kaokas ketinye graduation nebo lagokab vocational training centers en kastab mut tarikit 30 en arawetab January. Ko ki graduateni lagok ye kaokas 1,600 che kokoai skills en komaswek cheterter, mi chebo plumbing, mi chebo sitimet, mi chebo mechanic chebo karisiek, mi chebo amitwogik, mi chebo nabisiet. So chang kosisiek chekokoai ako lagok choto kokoneta komie ak kisiryo test ako noto kobendi ko graduaten.
Kimiten kora kenyit nekosirto graduation nekiununto aniker kit neu en kenyit nekosirto ko tos mangen ale tos imwa ne anikerchin graduation chuton nekitai ko tos kiune niton nebo aeng ko ne kamang'unet en betab raini.
Kongoi missing. Graduation nekibo 2024 November ko kikararan kora missing, kichang lagok kidogo amun kiakobasak kimi chekibo 2023 ke combine tugul ko ki lagok nekit 2,500 lakini en kenyini kokitinye kityo chebo 2024 icheken. That's why kotang ngweny nambait kidogo koik 1,600. Yes. Ko ngekerchin in training nikinye ak nikonye ko kergei amun kitinye equipment, kitinye konetik cheyoe kasit komie ako ngeker test chekayai chukiche ak test chekoyai ichechu ko kergei amun somanet ko noto, the training ko noto, equipment ko choto. Ko kiboiboi missing akot en center managers chechok ak konetik cheneti lagochu amun yoe kasit komie. Akot county government ak echek chetinye staff chebendi kochekenote kit neu somanet. Ako yoto kokere kabisa kochikili kole mashinishek chekiboisien kinete lagok kou ne. Konetik konetishe komie kotestai kasit komie ak kiboiboi missing. Yes.
Waziri mangen en boisiet age tugul nekiyoe en county anan national government ko kit nebo kamanut missing ko katabanetab rabisiek cheyomotin anan ng'alekab budget. Mangen ale une budget kiune en kenyit nekosirto ako une en kenyini ako tos ne kamang'uneng'wong en rayan kibendi asikotokokon boroindo nebo ketes kaitetab kipsomaninik chemara nyorchingei tetutik cheu chuton.
Kotesetai kochang'aitu lagok en vocational training centers kotesetai kora kekonech a bigger budgetary allocation. Ku ngunon en last year kitinye kityo 41 million amun kotesak lagok kenyini kekonech 40 million. So kotesakse lagok kotesakse akine budget amun kokiker kele vocational training ini ko kokoek very popular, kokocham biik missing, kochang lagok chebwone. So ngunon kesiche this financial year lagochu kinomi ko kokisich budget nekaikai kosir nekinye, kotesak 9 million en budget. Yes.
Mara kebendi tai nguni ko ne kamang'uneng'wong ako tos ne kursio missing kora koityi mara kebeberta nebo county assembly kotinygei ak kasirtoetab budget ak rabisiek cheyomotin.
Okay. Nasom county ak amwoini kongoi county assembly kabisa amun ngepropose na budget nebo vocational training kobo approveni mapingani. Akasome ale si yon kakisom budget kotesak ko consideren amun kokochang'a lagok chemoe vocational training.
So noton ko CC nebo somanet en county nebo Kericho ng'ololchin ketishan kaikas kakwaror kotinygei ak kamanutiet nebo graduation nebo aeng noton neituitos kipsomaninik kobun sukulisiek anan chebo sukulisiekab muswoknotet en county nebo Kericho ole niton ko nebo aeng en kandoinatet nebo His Excellency Dr. Eric Mutai noton ko governor nebo Kericho ole tetat keyai en kasitab mut ole tondetab county ko noton ko Honorable Julius Okamba noton ko CS nebo somanet en kwenutab toek alak netetat keyai en kiwanjet noton nebo Kiprugut Chuma Stadium nemiten en county nebo Kericho. So ng'eten county nebo Kericho kainenyun Korobat Sile.
Eng let ko tesetai kibagengeitab Kenya Accreditation Service KENAS koibe kerutik chebo biikab emet kotinygei ak bilitab Kenya Accreditation Service Amendment Bill 2025 netokchinigei koletit ako kanapta boisionik chebo kibagengeinata bo KENAS. Ibe kerutik kora kibagengeinata kotinygei ak bilit noton nebo Fees Regulation Bill 2025 ak Kenya Accreditation Services General Regulations Bill 2025 ole yoe tuiyosiekab public participation eng emet asikoib kerutik chebo biikab emet amait kisirto bilishek choto somok. Ko kinyoru report notok eng koindo kobun sirindenyo eng taonit noto nebo Eldoret Isaac Kogei.
Kobun CEO nebo Kenya Accreditation Services KENAS Dr. Walter Ongeti kongololi eng taonitab Eldoret kasartab ibetab keretab biikab emet kobun counties tisab chotok chebo North Rift komwa ine kole tokchingei notok eng waletab bilit notok naat ku Kenya Accreditation Services Amendment Bill 2025 ak alak aeng cheboto Kenya Accreditation General Regulations Bill nebo 2025 koboto noton bo accreditational fees regulations 2025 ko oretab kagimit konamgei ak chotok chebo emotinwekab sang ak kanaptaetab kamangunetab tuguk chotok chekororon.
This public participation forum brings together participants and Kenyans from all walks of life, from the counties of Nandi, Elgeyo Marakwet, Uasin Gishu here, Trans Nzoia, and all the other neighboring counties to be able to interact with a number of documents which were subjected to public participation. These include the Kenya Accreditation Service Amendment Bill of 2025, the Kenya Accreditation Regulations, General Regulations 2025, and the Fees Regulations 2025. These documents have been prepared in collaboration with the Attorney General, Kenya Law Reform Commission, as well as the ministry itself, and they are aligning, they are proposing to align Kenya Accreditation Service to be fit for purpose, to align the accreditation service to be able to serve the country towards the first world. We have had a few gaps in our laws, including very many unscrupulous entities that operate without being able to seek accreditation, and of course then Parliament amended the law in 2024 to make accreditation mandatory, and therefore these regulations will be operationalizing that. We are also making proposals to adjust our fees, which haven't been adjusted for the last nearly 17 years.
Kamwa ine kole kibagenge notok kotononjingei asikobit koro kole kachikil kibagengeishek alak konamgei ak magutik chotok chebo kabaraetab boroinwek.
As it sits now and as the law is anchored, Kenya Accreditation Service is the sole national accreditation body for those aspects that I referred to. The only other accreditation bodies that will be within that mandate that we are talking about will be the foreign accreditation bodies. And the law, as it is currently structured, is that any entity that is participating in any form of testing, certification and inspection and is accredited by a foreign accreditation body, we gave a window up to March of last year to transition to KENAS, and those have already come, and we are assisting them accordingly so that they come to be accredited by KENAS. Of course, there are other entities like the Commission of University Education, which accredits university. That mandate is totally different from the accreditation that we are referring to.
Kamite rubetab governor nebo county nebo Uasin Gishu Evans Kapkea nakailos kibagenge notok pa KENAS kotaach kerutikab biikab emet eng taonitab Eldoret ko oretab ibunetab walutik eng bilit notok mwaat kele tomo keyochi walutik chengeringen eng kasartab kenyisiek 17 chotok chikosirto.
The services, the accreditation services that are done by Kenya, as the county government of Uasin Gishu, we will also be benefiting from their services. And one of our parastatal elders, one of them who are meeting the standards. They have gotten the accreditation from the KENAS, and any other lab that we have as the county government of Uasin Gishu, like the building that we are, the diagnostic center that we are doing within Uasin Gishu County, the Moisoi, which is also will be doing value addition for maize. We will have a lab there. The milling plant, coffee milling plant, will also have a lab there. The services from the accreditation services from KENAS is one of our requirements, and as the county, we will make sure that we are meeting them.
Kong'etegei taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Kongeker logoiwek choto chebo urerioshek ole mitei alage eng rwoikab emoni chukokilewen eng wikini kolobotyi emetab Turkey ole kosubkei ak Barnaba Korir na inendet ko nebo ng'echeret eng kibagengeitab labatet nebo Athletics Kenya AK kotindoi chomchinet labatindet age tugul kolobotyi emet age nemochei ole kosubkei ak Korir kochamdaat noto eng kibagengeitab World Athletics ako nyolu kityo eng labatindet. age tugul kosub ng'atutikab Athletics Kenya ak noton nebo World Athletics. Kang'alale Barnabas Korir eng tetutietab Lene Emet eng Kass FM eng karonetab rani.
Opinion nenyu kong'ete kenyisiek chekisirto kocham amwae ale amu kitinye rwoik chechang nebo kong'ut ako ngap ikere ine kobendi America, alake kobendi Europe, alake Japan, ko ngap koba ngemi America ib kong'etin konyor citizenship akotunisha kong'etin ngoloto ko ngao ng'eta kotin ngoloto kotesetai kotoreti biik chemi gaa, sigik chechwa chebo the villagers ako changing the lives chebo bichoto. Kergei kora sine akure diaspora, biik chebunu diaspora ko ngikalculate the amount of money cheyoku biikab diaspora kosire akot chebo tourism akot chebo in agricultural products ko mokenam kora ko ngi calculate ning yoto ko magere amu mainly is personal decision ugere chito kole tos ameche awala na kone ko kita ne jamu ugere biikab Kenya ko watu kule no patriotism ko against the background of patriotism kumi individual needs kora as a Kenyan ingen ile growing up ko tos inyoru ni opportunities chipiano ko awat sometimes his excellency the president go in the outside ko jengasishek akole biikab Kenya oset akobor akobwaga ngapwa ile Middle East ko tawe sikule nganyoru kazi kibo 50,000 chebo Kenya singoba ulindo akikechop kunoto. So it is not a big problem ko decide an chito ko provided ko te kityo kosub ng'atutik chemokotin, kosub ng'atutik chebo World Athletics, kosub ng'atutik chebo the federation, iko kechamchi kwo oret ne kararan komagere ale mi makosa amu ngoba rwoichoto ko ngoweksei kotoreten neibunyo emoni komi barak lakini personal opinion nenyuno.
Ak eng logoiwek chetinye ak urerietab golf ko timitab kompunitab Safaricom ko kabelikab kenyini chebo category nebo corporate eng kabiletabgei nebo PGA Ikweta Golf Tour eng kenyini ko koigeskei kabelishonotok eng weekend nekosirtoi eng Royal Golf Club nemite taonitab Nairobi. Mutai Kibugu ak Matthew Waome kwalak eng urerenikab timinoto bo Safaricom ole katindoi komwa akobo kabelisiet noto konyor eng urerionoto bo golf.
The whole series has been great up until this Royal Length, which is the finale. Today was up and down day. I didn't have my best stuff, but I managed to get a score in of 3 under. I feel like my game is there. It's just a matter of time before it clicks. It started to look good at the end of the season, so hopefully it can click here. But I'm optimistic about the tournament. So my preparations are not going to change. They're going to stay the same. Just same routine. Just make sure I sleep well every day. Been playing a lot of golf recently with a lot of tournaments. So yeah, just make sure I recover well. I think the Safaricom team has done very well. So I don't think this tournament plays a big deal in that. We've done well the whole season. And yeah, we appreciate Safaricom for the support always. And yeah, we're excited for next season.
I'm feeling great heading to the next season. During the off-season, I'm going to put in a lot of work as usual, and I'm going to come back strong. I just want to say thank you to Safaricom, taking care of us this whole season. And as I said, I'm so proud to be in this team, and I'm ready to go for next season.
Ko akoyoto ko kakeit let eng kayumetab logoiwekab emet chekaitu nang inguni kong'ete Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Bernard Tanoi. Amagon kit age tugul nemie kokimite ak Naomi Cherotich eng kebeberta nebo kabarunoik testai iger Kass TV amu kimnotet naet.
Revisha ushinde! Open and save in your KCB Gold Savings Account for a chance to win many prizes. KCB, for people, for better.